This YouTuber gives us his A plus 5-minute scalping trading strategy, but can it pass a prop firm challenge? Let's find out.
My name is Eddie Pips and I'm on a mission to test trading strategies to see if they truly stand up to the prop firm challenge. Before we get started, if you have a strategy in mind, drop it in the comments, I'll test it.
Let me break down how this works. I find a strategy, I pick a random month, I backtest it trade by trade using FX Replay.
We track wins, losses, and whether it hits the prop firm's rules. Our goal is to hit a profit target of 6% with Apex, 13% with the 5%ers, and 15% with FTMO.
Some strategies will pass a prop firm challenge in a few days, and some might fail in less than a week. We try to test the whole month until either profit target is hit or drawdown is. So let's find out if this A plus 5-minute scalping strategy can pass a prop firm challenge. And who better to explain the entry rules than Scarface himself?
So in this video, I'm going to go through the full course on my simple A+ scalping strategy. This is the same strategy that has helped me have consistent results in the market and that I use on a daily and consistent basis. For this strategy, all you need is one candle. For this strategy, it requires a 3-step simple entry model. Step 1 is simple. All we want to do is draw out the high and low of the first 15-minute candle. Now, the first 15-minute candle will open up at 9:30 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. Once we have that first 15-minute candle drawn, you can see here the first 15-minute candle is drawn. Then we go to the 5-minute time frame and we wait for a breakout. On these 3 bars, you can see that we're within the 15-minute range. But now we're simply waiting for the stock to break above the 15-minute range on the 5-minute or break below the 15-minute range on the 5-minute as well. And it's very important when I say wait for a breakout that we wait for a candlestick to close above the 15-minute range. And for the downside, we want to see a candle closure as well. Now, for step 3, we go over to the 1-minute time frame. First 15-minute range was here. We then got that 5-minute candle closure above. And now, because we're on the 1-minute time frame, all we're looking for is the stock to retest back into the 15-minute range, and then we would enter in on this 1-minute retest for the move back to the upside. Now, it's important to mention for the downside, it would be the exact same thing. We would wait for the candle closure below this level and then look for a pullback into this previous 15-minute low, looking for continuation to the downside. I trade from 9:30 a.m. Eastern to 11 a.m. Eastern. So just in summary, step 1, we draw the high and low of the 15-minute candle. Step 2, we go to the 5-minute time frame and we wait for a breakout. Step 3, we enter the pullback. If we broke above the 15-minute, then we're looking for that long position. If we broke below the 15-minute, then we're looking for the short position.
Here we are on FX Replay creating our session. Let's pull up ChatGPT and have it pick a random date. April 17th, 2023. So we're going to start with April 2023. And there you have it. We have April 2023 selected. We're going to hit create a session.
Did it pass? All right, let's check out our prop firm report over here. So we have Apex Trader Funding, profit target 6%, max drawdown 4%. It passed in 14 days. Quite awesome. You can actually see here on the equity curve that the total PNL was 1,500. The first couple of trades took us into our max drawdown here, which is actually 4%. And that's actually the only time we went down below our initial balance. We did keep above it. We did have some, some good weeks and some bad weeks. And you can see here the dip of the equity curve. Here for the 5%ers, the profit target was 13%, max drawdown was 10%. It passed in 131 days. This did take quite a while. As you can see here, like I said, on the equity curve, there were we had some wins, losses, win, loss, win, loss, and then we went on a huge run there. The testing dates were April 1st to August 15th. And here for FTMO, you'll see the profit target was 15%. And the max drawdown was 10%. This passed in 133 days. The reason that I put profit target 13% and profit target 15% here for the 5%ers and FTMO is because they have two stages. First stage for the 5%ers is 10%, and the same thing for FTMO. And the second is 3% for the 5%ers and 5% for FTMO. And here, so you can see profit loss was 15%, of course, and the max drawdown was 4%. Took 133 days to pass, had 22 total wins, 29 losses for a win rate of 43%, which is not my favorite, but anything above a 40% is going to be favorable when you're doing a risk reward of 2% or higher. Here you can see a total trades of 51 in that 133 day period. Wins in a row here, we had 5, and 4 losses in a row. Here you can also see the performance by month, the month of May, in which we started out on the 31st with a win here. I put testing dates April 1st, but it was May 31st. For some reason, that's the date that for FX Replay took me to. But here in June, you can see we 6%. July was a losing month of -3%. And August, we had a whopping 10%. For a total of that 15% here. Personally, this strategy is very, very, very simple to follow. I'll link the video down in the description as always. But would I trade this strategy? Personally, no. It has to be market execution. Not knowing what to risk dollar-wise when you're entering on market, I'm not a huge fan of, unless you're having a set lot size, like 2 contracts on MES or 4 minis or whatever the case is. But it did pass all 3 prop firms. So thanks for watching. Follow for more, guys. I plan on testing a bunch more strategies in the future, of course. Thank you so much. Take care.